Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UAB Blazers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Blazers will kick it away to start us off. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Quarterback adapted. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's strong. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Miller.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with 2 points.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. The inside handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Blazers are on the move. The give from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Zeno. Fires it incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Rutgers 7, UAB 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
A 3rd and long coming up here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Beebe. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Zeno. Touchdown, Blazers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it to start the drive. caught in the backfield. It's Monaga. Spins away from one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the right. And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, getting a better.
The ball squirts free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The offense set for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gonna let it fly. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock and reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll throw it on 1st down. With the catch, it's Miller.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking down the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Motion from the offense. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
UAB.
The Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show.
With the score, UAB 10, Rutgers.
And the Scarlet Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half.
Set to kick this one.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Zeno. Got his man down the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, find your matchups you want. You got a slot matched up on a DB. I can take advantage of this. He's so quick. Those are where you put your faster twitch guys that can win inside right now, give it to him, and win outside right now, give it to him. Find those matchups.
Got room at the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Give to the running back. Discards a man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UAB. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops calling and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell into the play.
After misfiring, it's second down. He'll try to pop the draw. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got a man. It's Monaga. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And it's aggressive, right? You're in your own territory, going for it on 4th down, and it can be scary to think about if you don't get it. You set them up with good field position. But I like trusting your offense, knowing you can go out there and get the first down.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Scarlet Knights have moved it inside the 20. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They try to pop a run on the draw. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, he picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
Going up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, UAB 17, Rutgers 14.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
This running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
And the Blazers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution to make it happen?
And if I'm the running back, I'm really, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Zeno. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
A little screen to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. That's caught. It's long. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity. They take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Looking to throw on second down. They're setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. It's a pretty good day.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Well, they're going with a run-pass option look there, trying to get that first down. They hand it off, just not able to get it. It was a nice effort by the back, but ultimately now forcing 4th and short. And if I'm on offense, I think I'm staying on the field and going for this again.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
Man, it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Movement here from the tight end. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, they're down in possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Comes out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll try to pin them back for this kickoff and then have the defense with the finishing touches on a win. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Defense playing a bail technique. To the air, it's Zeno. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked.
First and 10.
Line gets set, first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Dropping back, it's Milrose. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On 3rd down, going up top. feeling some heat. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. They move the tight end all over. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Ball in the air, intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Offense in an empty set. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Off play action. And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morgan. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. You saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Going with the ground game left. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The Wolverines get it past the sticks. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Wide out in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. He caught it. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to fight.
Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw it. He unleashes a long one. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Michigan 14, Alabama 0.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is you're...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Dances away from the heat. Got his man downfield. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Back to the air one more time. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And he intercepts it. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Spin, still running. Off he goes. He's at the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Orji. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Up-tempo for the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Soft spot in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football.
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Force ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Here comes the offense on second down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, Alabama 7. Here we go. Do the show.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education in defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them a education.
They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Alabama pushing the tempo. Shakes off the tackle.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I just think for the offense, in this situation of the game, in the 4th quarter down in possession, you can be a bit more aggressive and throw the ball vertically down the field. Challenge this secondary. Force them to make plays and to play clean without pass interference.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The aerial assault continues. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Snap it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback. Save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Dances away to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, it's the fourth quarter. You got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
To the air, it's Orji. Keeps it going. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right at the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's turning it loose into the middle. And he's got it inside the 25. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. And it's good. He nailed it. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA.